I'm trying to see if I can scare any neighbors that walk by, but there aren't any. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the next week, whatever this week happens to be. If I happen to even upload this video, because apparently my mental is beginning to crash. Yay. Oh, what a emotional week that last week was. Even though for you, it was a week ago. For me, it was all of like 2 days. You can even see the Domino's pizzas. Anyways, hope you guys are having a lovely week. You're smudgy. It worked. The beard is slowly coming back. I'm still self-conscious about myself, which is why it makes it a lot easier for me to look at you instead of looking at that. I don't like looking at it. But that's my own problem. We'll deal with it later. We have actually been decently productive, despite the fact that it is a Monday, and the fact that it's my day off. And normally on a Monday, and when it's my day off, I'm going to be doing nothing, because fuck doing things. But no, we have shit to do. Turns out, I have to be a productive adult, whatever the fuck that means. Genuinely. I still don't know. But I've been working on thumbnails. I've been uploading videos. I'm about to go to the gym. Not to go to the gym, because I am in my not workout shorts. I need to go update some stuff, and then the rest of the day is going to be spent working on content, and maybe doing a little bit of laundry. I don't have to do any shopping. Gym things in general, I don't actually know if they're going to continue, but my existence, if I intend to return to the gym, my existence at the gym must be paid for. So I gotta go pay for that, I guess. Okay, bye! I have nothing else to say. Hopefully it's not too washed out. I don't think we have to do good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, but how's it going? It's technically Tuesday. I mean, actually it's Wednesday, because I record these things way too fucking late. But I don't care. I am still recording. The fact that I give a shit enough to record this video, I don't know, maybe it means something, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe that I am beginning to fall off too quickly. I don't know. The fact that I'm making a video, the fact that this is happening, gives me just a little bit of hope. I'm not going to give as much energy as the previous video. I just watched it and realized that it was a thing that I made. Rambling too much. Today is Tuesday, or at least it was Tuesday, which was a work day, and it was just wonderful. People calling out, getting rejected for certain job postings, just one of those kinds of days. But because we decided to be stupid as fuck, we ended up recording a video tonight, and we're actually working on editing the vlog for this week. Well, we're editing the vlog that's supposed to come out in 12 hours from the recording of this. So technically this is last week's vlog that I'm editing right now. Way too late. I'm trying to go to bed in like 45 minutes. I don't think that's happening. But the vlog will be edited and it will be out in time. And also I was supposed to start working on some ideas for Tavern Chat, the return of my podcast, which focuses on content, and I don't think that's going to happen tonight. But at least I'm surrounded by sticky notes and ideas and things, so at least I know that the creative gears are turning. And honestly, I may want to go into that on one of these little videos, but that'll be for another day. In terms of diet, it's been kind of shit. Partially because I have been not really caring as much about diet and exercise, and partially because my friends decided to give me all manners of sweets in terms of brownies and bagels and cinnamon rolls and just so much crap. It'll probably end up getting thrown away here shortly, I'm sure, but I feel kind of bad. I'll probably end up just chucking it. I don't think anyone will know. I don't think anyone will care of me getting rid of pastries. But in terms of like diet and exercise, I am falling off entirely. It's bad. I will say, even though my brain is definitely not in that mindset right now, breakfasts are still eggs and sausage. I didn't even eat lunch today. It was just an energy drink that I was like, I started at break and then finished at lunch, which makes me wonder if I even really need a lunch. So might be learning something new there. Might be something that I can take with me. I don't know if it's because I ate a lot before the previous day. I don't really remember what I ate yesterday, but it was like I was able to make it through. I ended up having a little bit more caffeine later. Maybe it's a appetite suppressant. I don't actually know what caffeine is. Maybe it makes you hungry, and I'm just that good at ignoring it because I don't know what it means to be hungry. I just get bored and like, oh hey, it's time to eat, and then I eat. So that could be something I fuck around with. I'm not entirely certain. In terms of gym, I don't even know. A part of me thinks that I should try to go back to them, and a larger part, like the majority of me, is like no. At least in this moment right now, when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I need to like be doing other things, I have no interest in the gym right now. There are, the at-home routines. There's a One Punch Man workout. There's people that I could go to the gym with potentially, but it's, I don't know. A part of me just doesn't see it as a need right now. I still do not look like looking at me, so I know there is a mental need for me to lose some amount of weight so that I can at least be less ashamed of myself. Now, whether that mental weight is actually just like I need to get used to it and I need to accept myself, or I just need to lose the weight so that I can go, okay, this is me, or I just need to shut the fuck up. I'm sure friends and homies will be like, you look fine, but I just don't see it right now. Like I'm thankful that right now we're actually using the front cameras instead of the back camera, because now there's no way for me to look at my face. Thankfully, when I'm recording for content, I can see my face over here, but because of how well everything is lit and the camera that I'm using and how I'm sitting up and everything, I think I look good. I genuinely don't hate what I see. I don't know why. Maybe there's something I need to figure out there. Who knows? But overall, like, mental is still kind of eh. And it's partially because there's a lot of things I need to be doing. I need to get ready for my trip next week where I'm going to be visiting family. I definitely won't be counting calories there. It'll just be a mental game of let's try to avoid overeating. There are things that are happening, and I think it would be best if I kept an eye on those changes, because they might actually be the most important things right now. That the most pivotal, helpful things that could be happening, despite the fact that I feel as though life is crashing around me. I feel as though my structure has failed, and yet something is still standing. Something is still saying, no, we're fine. What is that? How can I support it? And how can I potentially continue this journey? Because at this point, it's slowly becoming less of a physical health journey and a mental health journey. Which, again, there isn't a whole lot that differentiates the two. They are both important. But I think that's more talk for another day. So I think we're done for tonight. I'll talk to you guys later. How's it going, guys? I will wholly admit that this week I was going to call it a shit show, but mentally I have actually been doing a lot better. Probably because I took all of the problems that were going on, all of the stress, and said no, and dumped it. Which unfortunately caused other things to get dumped as well, like keeping my better habits. Which, I mean, it sucks, but it's kind of whatever. But overall, for this week, mentally I've been better. Physically, I haven't been to the gym in going on 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Food, for the most part, is still pretty much the same, except for dinner meals, which I'm still kind of struggling with. And when it comes to moderation, I am just garbage. So I have been eating as I was before, which is only going to do terrible, terrible things for me. I haven't weighed myself in a while, and having eaten the way that I have tonight, I don't really want to weigh myself tomorrow. But just to have some idea of where I'm at, just to see how things are doing, I really hope I'm not back to like 240 or something like that. I'm probably like 238 if I had to really guess. But even that doesn't really bother me right now. Honestly, trying to pull off a content return and a fitness journey and staying updating daily and doing all the stuff, I was spinning a lot of plates and work being just so garbage. It was a lot. I screwed myself. I thought that I was going to have, because of having a decent enough foundation, I would be able to handle everything all at once without any easing into projects, but that just didn't work. I will wholly admit that I think a part of it was literally because of my beard. I could be wrong, but when I had the moment in the last vlog, which was I got a text that it was a bit heavy, so I apologize for that, but being authentic, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew where I was at. I think having some level of beard, even like just a little bit of scruff, helps me to feel a little bit more comfortable with my face, because I don't like my face. Who knew? You might probably not have known, but I do, so that's on me. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting back into fitnessy things, at least in the immediate future, especially because I have one more day of work this week. It's like 2 a.m. or whatever. Then on Sunday of this week, so tomorrow, I'm going to be helping a buddy record a video for his YouTube. And there's a lot of prep that has to go into that. And somehow I managed to make it so that I have to do a lot of that prep for him. He has to do the actual recording of the video and the doing the entertaining bit, but the getting everything set up for the video. No spoilers for his video, but he may end up eating a lot of disgusting things, and he may end up eating a lot of tasty-ish things, but I have to prep all those things for him to taste. I haven't gone out and purchased ingredients yet because there's some specialty stores that I want to go to take a look and see if I can get some of their ingredients. Overall, if the video isn't out yet, make sure to go subscribe to my buddy's channel. He's actually the editor for the gaming content, so honestly, if you haven't seen his stuff or you aren't aware that he is just that amazing, I'll make sure to leave a link down below for you to watch that, like, his content, because he's good. I'm just a dude. He is awesome. He is my role model when it comes to content and life in general. After Sunday, I have a day to relax and do some final errands and meetings and things. And then on Tuesday, I'm flying out to visit my family for the first time in 6 months. And we're going to have a little bit of an early Thanksgiving. So that entire week, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be making content. Well, maybe. But I'm not going to be doing standard content. I might still try to do these videos where I go out and hang out with people. Maybe I'll end up trying to do some IRL vlogging. Who knows? It'll be back in my home. I'm very, very excited. It's going to be a good time. But who knows? Could be a little fun vacation vlog. I don't know how much I'll show because my family is still there and I don't want people to see where I live. But there could be something that comes from that. I'll do my best to have videos ready so that it's not insane and I have to immediately, when I get back, record something to send off to the editor to get things going and make sure that you guys are somewhat entertained for the week. But content seems to be still flowing. It hasn't stopped. I'm still working on getting better, on making different kinds of content. I'm still working on getting the podcast going in. I have an idea for like almost an intro song of sorts, but because it costs a lot of money to produce, I think, I don't actually know how much it costs, so I'm kind of just playing it by ear. I may try to legitimately just like use a program that takes the pitches that I sing and turns them into instruments. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I'm working on gaming content. I'm making these vlogs, which I edit. I'm working on getting podcast things set up. I'm going to probably near the end of December. God, I want it to be sooner. I want to waste all of my money and purchase a desk. Or at least the parts of the desk that I'm missing. Because I'm going to be making a brand new fucking desk out of Alex drawers and a door. A goddamn solid wood door. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And we're going to have an actual stream space that will be able to handle 3 monitors. I'm going to be cordoning off a section of my bedroom, which is honestly way too fucking big as it is. I don't like sleeping in there a ton. I often sleep on my couch, which is ironic because the room that my couch is in is a lot bigger. But I have a comfy couch, so it's okay. But I'm gonna turn part of my bedroom into a proper recording space with lights and decorations. That way it's not just a blank wall. It's just a blank wall, and I wanna actually have a space to just show you guys. It's gonna be very nice. But that won't happen for a while. As you can see, I'm excited for this kind of stuff. I am very content, things to make, videos to record, things to edit. I like content. I'm very interested in learning how to entertain and be funny because socially, otherwise, I'm kind of screwed. It's hard to keep that excitement and that energy and that passion towards other things in life, I'm noticing, like fitness or maintaining a meal plan, because it's boring and that kind of stinks. I feel kind of bad about that, but it's something that I'm going to have to figure out, and hopefully I will at least hit some kind of a balance, because in order to do what I was doing, I locked in. I was like, we're gonna do everything. And the moment I got tripped up by anything, which honestly was, again, genuinely, I think it was just me shaving my beard, I broke. It was, I expected it to be something else entirely, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But I broke. And I guess I just don't really understand how to fully lock in when it comes to fitness, or if I'm going to lock in, I need to actually have only 1 or 2 things that I'm focusing on, not everything and friends and work and family and blah, 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 blah. Either way, overall, this week, it's just been a lot of work. It's been kind of giving myself the space that I need to breathe, to restabilize my mental and physical. Unfortunately, the physical is taking a little bit more of a hit than I would like, but the mental, I feel good again. I am enjoying myself. I'm able to relax. I've been playing games, which has been pleasant. It's been nice. Unfortunately, that dieting and gym going, I think it's going down the tubes again. But that doesn't mean that I haven't learned things from it, or I haven't been able to adjust certain habits so that I, can't still do a little good for myself. Because before it was not eating breakfast, or it was constantly getting snacks or what have you. There's still some correction I need to make, but I think we can get back to it. I just need to either not lock in, or I need to figure out what the correct balance is, including relaxing, and then go full steam ahead, and hopefully things will hold. Not quite sure, not really concerned, if I'm being honest. I know that I'll figure it out, but the train. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for this week. Sorry for lack of videos. I'm sure I'll have plenty coming soon with the family vacation. I'm gonna be hanging out with some of my with my cousin and my little sister, and we're gonna hang out, and I'm sure chaos will ensue. So Make sure to subscribe to see that video when it comes out. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video of me not mentally breaking down this time. And also make sure to subscribe if you haven't, because there's gaming content, podcast content, all kinds of crazy shit that's coming soon. So keep up to date. Also, make sure to follow my Twitter. That one's optional, but you should definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Have a lovely night, weekend. This comes out on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week.